This is a moment when I love having a giant couch. Hey. Michael, what's going on?
So we downloaded a game called Space Team. And I guess if you're all connected to the same Wi-Fi, it puts you in the same room together, and you have to like do these projects together. Like you read the instructions.
Yeah.
It's kind of like being in the spaceship. You know how like in the Star Trek shows, how they're like enable hyperdrive, and then they're like enabling hyperdrive, like that. That's kind of how it is. Like I have instructions, and they all have instructions, but we also all have our own responsibilities. So we're like calling out all these different things that everybody has to do, and all the while we're trying to do the things that they're telling us to do.
That's funny.
So it's just kind of chaotic and fun.
It's a highly suggested party game.
Oh, prepare to receive. Think behind
Prepare
us.
to receive instructions.
I have some great ones.
Engage.
Set down into one.
Rim putty.
Enable nano gauge.
Activate Echo Robot. Echo Robot activate.
Rim putty.
Yeah, rim putty.
Set dual pin to 3.
Rim putty on.
Dual pin to 3.
Dual pin turn to 3.
Inject fuse pin.
Fuse pins injected.
Activate dark alarm.
Enable close Michelle.
Enable retro pad.
I got it.
Wow, that was easy.
Fast.
Oh, we won. I thought we lost. Okay,
anywhere.
So now we're at level 2.
No anomalies detected.
Oh, what does that mean?
It means later gets harder. Whoa, I have a ton.
Play video games?
Activate Zonable.
Increase redundant muffler to 2.
Done. Increase orb slot to 1.
Activate mono.
Engage synth grid.
Eject
Engage.
blowhole.
Engage full boom.
Clean micro brace.
Fold boom engage. Zero pylon.
Deactivate
Grind
soda
zero.
bulb.
Set Bulbatron
You're
to 3.
so silly.
Blowhole.
Set Bulbatron. Got it. Bulbatron to 3. Bulbatron.
Oh, sorry.
Exact penalty to 3.
That looks like fun.
Exact.
So, in a few minutes, we actually have to leave to go to a YouTuber meetup. A Utah YouTuber meetup, and it's just basically like the people that are in the YouTuber group, they're kind of getting a new person that's in charge of the YouTuber group, and so we're having to like make sure that we're all on the same page with everything and that everybody's happy, and that's what tonight is about. There's not, I don't think there's even like a guest speaker there like there normally is. It's gonna be interesting and very different than what we're normally used to, but I'm very excited to go and see what happens.
Guys, you gotta see what my brother Marshall brought me. He brought me a whole bunch of Pokemon cards, but they're like classic old-fashioned Pokemon cards from like some of the original sets. If you guys didn't know this already, I'm a huge Pokemon fan and I collect a lot of Pokemon cards. Anyway, it's a whole box of cards. Check it out. This is full of cards, and then also a whole bunch of like Yu-Gi-Oh cards too. Anyway, totally made my day. Pretty awesome present. I'm really excited to go through this and put them into binders and sort them and organize them, because that's half the fun, is organizing them and sorting them and putting them in binders and then like putting them in my collection. Got a pretty big Pokemon collection, card collection. I'll have to show it to you guys sometime.
He's gotta catch them all.
Oh, and I actually am wearing a Pokemon shirt right now because I love Pokemon.
Make sure to change the battery. That's what I was gonna say.
Okay, I've changed the battery. Change the battery right now. Becca and I are going to a YouTuber meetup tonight. It's gonna be a really good one. I'm super excited for it.
We're headed to the meetup, and we're going to a place for the meetup. It's at a library where we went the first time we ever went to a meetup with all of the YouTubers was at this place, and we've never been back since. That was the one and only time we've ever gone there, was for that meeting. And you know what's really interesting? And it was with Jared and Ellie. That was the first one we ever went to.
Ellie and Jared and Ellie.
Same Jared. Anyways, that was the first one we ever went to, and I seem to remember being very nervous and excited because we had the opportunity, and like it was so incredible that we were even able to do something like that, you know? And now we do it all the time and it's still as amazing as ever, but it's not the same feeling of like nervous or excited as much as it used to be, because now it's almost like an everyday thing.
Yeah.
It's just interesting.
And there's a whole new group of people too that come.
Yeah.
Like the group of people that were there that night are almost completely different than the group that come now.
Yeah. There's a few that like always will be there, you can kind of count on it, but for the most part the bulk of like the group changes pretty regular.
Yeah. People come and go. It's
Yeah.
weird because every now and then I'll still see friends of mine that will post and be like, I'm quitting my YouTube channel.
Oh, that's so weird.
And
That
then-
just happened today.
Did it?
Yeah.
Again? I don't know
Yeah.
who that was, but I guess that's how it goes. It's a lot
I mean,
of work.
it's like a job.
Then people started thinking it's going to be easy
Yeah.
and they're going to make a ton of money, and it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
And when you first are starting, for years, it's not very much pay.
In fact, for years, it was no pay. Little to absolutely none. Like pennies on it in a day.
Right?
And you had to really love it or else you would quit.
Right.
And we were just like, no, we see there's a possibility that we can make this our living. We just have to keep going and never give up.
Right.
And
We
that's
had to
the
love
only-
it enough to be willing to do it for free.
Yep. And I think it shows. I think
so.
it shows in our videos that we truly do love doing this, and it's not just to make a living. Because I do love it. I like being able to show our life every day and just how we do things, because I know that it's interesting to me when I see how other people do things. It's just interesting to get a new perspective, a different perspective.
And it's super rewarding to see the influence in the lives of you guys that we're having. As we get comments from you guys all the time saying just how much our videos help you get through your life. It's that is a huge reward.
That's so
keep
awesome.
going.
And meeting some of you in person too, and you saying like things like we've had a big impact in your life somehow, that's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah.
But it makes me really happy that we're doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing it for a reason, and it's always good to see you guys in person and know that you really are a person and you're not a robot. You know? I'm just so grateful that you're not a robot. Okay, that's what it's for. I'm gonna take it. Boop. I'm in the library, so I have to be quiet.
Shh. Be quiet. Be quiet. Shh. Be quiet. This is
That's how you have to yell at people the most.
Shh.
Shh.
Shh. Shh.
Say that again. Shh.
You're obnoxious.
You're more.
Guys?
Hey, what's up?
He's more obnoxious.
She's obnoxious.
He's more.
That's true.
It's open. Now we're at the YouTuber meetup. We're gonna talk about a lot of important stuff tonight. Okay, the YouTuber meetup is over, and it went pretty well.
It was a big success.
Nobody like punched each
big
other or
success.
was
Yes.
mad. It was good. But we have a fellow van driver
Fellow van driver.
who
I'm so proud.
quite an inspiring van that we've heard.
It's the lady bus.
It's a bus. It's not a van. It's a bus.
It's a bus. That looks more like a bus than it does a van. That's not the same kind of van we have. We have one more like
We
that.
thought about getting a van like that. Or a bus.
Yeah, we looked at a couple.
It reminds me
Oh
of
my
like an
goodness.
airport, an airplane seating.
Ready? This is kind of a shout out because it has, well, it has a lady, you know what I'm saying? Have to get this shot.
Uh-oh. Scandalous.
Wait, you have to do that again.
I
Sing
did
it
it.
louder. Sing it louder. Ready?
This is all I got.
Both of you. Brett the musical. Sing it.
What are we singing?
Sexy music.
Oh.
It's blurry. That is so funny. So this is your wife's
Clothing company.
Clothing company.
But I get to drive around the lady bus as part of the perks of my wife having a clothing company. The lady bus.
And he said that he had to drive it because the front light of his other car was out, but I think he actually wanted to drive this one because it has the lady on it, you know what I'm
I
saying?
wouldn't want to drive it.
I'm not saying that I actually punched my light out so I'd have to drive the lady bus, but that may have happened.
That's so funny. Well, you guys can check out his wife's clothing company. I've seen it and it's got some pretty cute clothes.
I wouldn't
They do
know
pretty good.
because my wife buys my clothes for me. Yeah, it's all women's clothing too, so I don't know. I hear people really like it.